Alright, ladies, welcome back. A semi-live stream from the Airstream. Fridays are for fitness and for fun in the mountains. Because of my upbringing as the black sheep, tentatively, I have to turn back at Utah and fire some harsh words. Numbered my enemies, they're few. Most of them are Jason Melville's friends. If you watch Harry Potter and say, why are these three always getting into trouble? Jason Melville, Nick Spurlock, and Bo Hodgman. Something about those three. Anyway, shouts out to my ex and stuff like that. I'm never, ever, ever getting back together. So many best friends. So little time. So 310 since I turned 5, ladies. I needed to tell you something. These are my confessions. I've watched One Tree Hill. I've watched Heart of Dixie. I've watched so many episodes of Grey's Anatomy I can't count to 50. Christian Grey and all these McSteamsters, McDreamsters, and what's the other one? Nashville. Friday Night Lights. That's just a Connie Britton liaison. Game of Thrones. What's the other one? Way too much Prison Break and Mr. Robot. CES letter. I memorized YouTube. Okay, ladies, this is about you. Okay? So, shouts outs to Aloe Water. If you need to expose someone, I'm hosting a custom game. We're still recruiting for Heelz on Fleek. Obviously, we announced bongs on deck. That's for the dudes, so we're gonna win. Okay? It's gonna be better than Joe Rogan. Boys go to Mars to get candy bars. Occupy Mars and see if you can have your portable Venus. That's a joke about Bill Gates having software and a floppy drive. Okay, so time synchronization, there is. There are, was, were, be, being, been, has, have, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. Over negative b divided by some sort of platitude. Okay, we gotta stop with this shit. So for ladies, from my experience, the wine pairs with the women. For myself, the weed pairs with the males. So I have such nice flowing hair with blonde streaks like sunshine coming in at the right time. Remember the Titans and Mormon theologists and Greek mythologists. You might end up stuck on the word Melrose or misogynists or Masonic occult practice. So shouts outs to the Rams. I'm still trying to mate, obviously, so I want to co-host. I'm going to be hosting Bongs on Deck. We're going to tell good stories and share and trade things. A vanishing cabinet. Come pull up at the Airstream. Might end up with a box of Pop-Tarts and a story, a nice interview, and get on your way. They know I came out on Instagram as hella hetero. So for the ladies, if you're coming over here, we gotta make sure everything's durable. It's not a joke. The Burmese pythons, these have picked up poisonous snakes, raised small children in Utah over long periods of time. Lots of homework. Lots and lots of homework. I used to tutor math, West High School. I was keeping track of some of the East High School stories with the White Lives Matters groups, or what do they have at Brighton? No, what the elevator joke? What is it? They have an actual gang that was affiliated called the East Side Sandy Rich Boy Motherfuckers. They all look like the dudes from Revenge, Daniel or whatever. Jocks, skiers. Ladies, what's cooler, snowboarding or skiing? And while you're on that topic, how many of you honestly can name more professional snowboarders than just Shaun White? R.I.P. Kobe Bryant and Tiger Woods. Like, weird shit goes down all the time. We just saw the Justin Bieber roast, but I got interrupted by a commercial by Kevin from the Backstreet Boys about winning a nice house in Florida. I'm like, I hope it's near Calabasas. Wait, I just went across the street in Pompano. I was outside in Carroll City, like running around, getting any respect from these hip-hop icons and gurus. So, we're not having Wendy Williams on the show, or 50 Cent for that matter. You guys can squash your own beef. Speaking of beef, isn't it nice, ladies, that as a vegetarian you can honestly just eat in 2021 cinnamon sugar Pop-Tarts and vanilla bean ice cream and still call it vegetarian and not be a fucking annoying person about it? No offense to the gluten joke. Glutes, gluttony, and gluten, the word rhabdo, have some sort of an origin or a given range. Missile, stop bringing so much math into your Facebook videos. It's obnoxious. And I'm like, Common Core math is obnoxious. I'm not going to go through all that school and watch that much Cougar Town and tutor that much mathematics to be the combat Carl guy with logarithms and shit. Okay, I'm promoting education and yoga pants. That's usually the other one when I have to check the time. Came out as hella hetero on social media again, and they're like, it works. Girls go to Venus to get a portable penis. I'm like, it's not a penis. It sounds like a human anatomy class. That's when everyone opens a National Geographic anyway. I'm like, oh, I'm not doing that. It's called a dick. It's called a vajayjay. Okay, so if you don't know the difference between a pee-pee and a hoo-hoo, you're gonna end up on the side of Joe Rogan when it comes to 1984 versus 1957. 1984 through 1957, scanning for rat ears and attributes that align with the Chinese zodiac. So there are more than one versions of the calendar. Italy, July and August. Aztecs, Quetzalcoatl, like a lot of old stories coming right out, just like we predicted. An Adobe suite layering. Bunch of BYU bitches. My mom's lead Karen for anyone that's involved in the Halo community, and we're just gonna revive El Toro. And I'm committed to the Hollywood 16 as Deputy Danger. Like, I have something from 9th grade with a little bit of respect. Hopefully my Halo stats and Destiny stats are pulling through against 343, Sunrun, and MLMs in Utah. Ladies. Okay, so if you need to expose someone, you can come on the show. We're going to go through some auditions and just see who wants to host Heelz on Fleek. You don't always have to wear heels, but female footwear is outstanding. I don't know why you wouldn't want to come show off your awesome heels you just got. But you can bring flip-flops, you can bring a life hack, again, conditioner, bring me something. But for me, I'm growing out my Venice Beach kind of grunge dreads a little bit naturally. This isn't a joke. I get a couple of beads in here and some feathers and shells and stuff. But if a female has way too much hair for their own, like too much hair per capita, I wouldn't be upset if they took a lock of their hair and made it all cool and put it in my hair. I think that's a good idea. Again, you might end up with Pop-Tarts or some grapefruit lotion. You never know. People give me stuff all the time. I don't know about these. These are throwbacks, but then they go past the ventilators. So it's like I still have those companies with headwear and stuff. So those lawsuits are going to click pretty quickly. The Haitian Creole subtitles. So that I can hit up my community first. Of course I fuck with the streets. Of course I took jail boxers at each of the 3 county jails when I was an outlaw visiting as an innocent civilian with 3 matching mugshots. Sometimes you just gotta smoke the Acapulco sativa and let the plant take over. That's how you know I'm a healthy kid. I'm not a kid anymore. That's a reference. It's not mostly my joke. Johnny mostly. Okay, so snowboarding versus skiing. Anyway, so we're hosting the custom game. Toast has host, Missile has host. We're gonna do top 10s. Heelz on Fleek is gonna go against Bongs on Deck, and we're gonna tell cool stories, share things, and avoid misinformation. No more mask shaming. Drexel, these lead Karens, Hillary. I always have to tell people what to do or that they're wrong. Sometimes you're wrong. Check the results.